So this is from ESPN. It's the 2024 midseason report for every NFL team. So the Browns, their football power index rank is 16th, so right in the middle of the NFL. Chances to make the playoffs, I found this interesting, 9.3, so almost 10%. Chances to win the division, less than 1%. What we know, the Browns' investment in Deshaun Watson backfired. Cleveland was 1-5, with Watson playing the worst football of his career before he tore his Achilles against the Bengals. In 3 years, now they are left with 19 starts from Watson, consecutive season-ending injuries. What we don't know, can Jameis Winston provide another Joe Flacco-type run? Like Flacco when he stepped in last year and helped lead Cleveland to the postseason. Winston transformed the Browns' offense in his first start in Week 8. So I guess that's the question, and I know you've addressed it. Do you think Jameis Winston could lead them on a Joe Flacco-type run?
It's not inconceivable. And, look, we all know the reasons that Joe Flacco wasn't brought back, but there wasn't like they just, didn't like what Joe did. They kind of went and found somebody who was, very similar to Joe, but about a decade younger. Jameis certainly can throw. He's got a big arm. That was what got me kind of all fired up Sunday. And Dave, we've been talking about this for years. Is we watch this Browns offense sometimes, and it just feels like it's an arena league team. Like there is no big shots taken. Basically the dagger shot on Sunday, 39-yard touchdown to Cedric Tillman. I really assumed there was going to be some sort of turtling up there, some short route combos. But instead, they let Jameis go do what he does well. And strikingly enough, you took the 6'3", 220-pound wide receiver and didn't ask him to run a perfect short underneath route and come up with a difficult reception. You let him go do what big, long, rangy wide receivers do. And it worked out for them. It's going to be fun to monitor. And if you look at the next games the Browns have lined up, the Chargers, certainly not an easy task, but I wouldn't say it's really that difficult. Some of the things with the Chargers are misleading. Oh, well, they only give up 13 points a game, but they also give up 4.8 yards per carry. So there's a lot of things to look at here. But the next 4 games technically on the docket for the Browns are games that they could win. I think they feel a little bit more confident about themselves. We're certainly going to be down 1, if not 2 prominent players on the defensive side of the ball this Sunday. But Mahmoud Diabate is a player that's been playing well. Devin Bush has been playing well. Actually, all the linebackers technically have been playing well to this point. The thing that would concern you, though, is not having Denzel out there. It's certainly difficult, the situation he's going through with his injuries, but he's been playing lights out when he has been on the field. But it's not inconceivable that this team could go on a little run here and put themselves maybe in a little interesting spot, say, come December.